Ruben's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We got let me see. We got Mbumo, Ahmad, and Bruno. Cunha and Lammens, they're running the show. We are the greatest of English football. We want it all. That's an original fucking song, guys, that I came up with. Okay, so please put some respect in the chat. Let's get a like on the stream. We fucking did it, boys. I told you guys this guy was cooking something, and here we are, right? That game, even though it was nervy at the end, I was scared. Of course, we were all scared. We were all nervous. But I told you he was cooking up something special, and guess what we did, boys? Okay? After the Sunderland game, this was, I think, 14 days ago now, I said we have a strong chance of finishing in the top 4, right? Nobody believed me. There were people laughing at me in the comments. Not some of you. I know most of you were still behind me. I know most of you were still very much in the spirit of what this team is trying to do. And I know you guys saw the light. And guess what, baby? We're getting into the top 4. We're fucking doing it this season, boys. We're going to do it. Let's fucking go. Okay? Let's go. I'm here, man, nonstop. Why don't you get in the StreamYard link, and I'll bring you on, because apparently Chelsea fan here, nonstop, legend of the channel, by the way, called that we were going to win 4-2 in this game, and he seems to be getting every prediction right. Like, this guy, it's fucking Groundhog Day with nonstop every single time. So let's freaking go, guys. Okay, StreamYard link is pinned in the chat. Get in the studio, get your thoughts in. But I want to give my thoughts on this game first, because boy, did we have a treat in this game or what? By the way, JJ Bull, where are you? Because we scored 2 goals from 2 long shots. Okay? 2 goals from 2 long shots, boys. What are we talking? What are we saying now? Where's all the shit talk about United taking stupid long shots from stupid distances? 2 goals from 2 long shots. And guess what? With that game, we scored 4 goals from having like 1.2 XG or something. Let me just pull up the stats here. But I am gassed, boys. I don't know if you guys understand how exciting this is. Let me see. Pulling up the stats now. Okay, let's share screen. And boom. Okay, so we're looking at 1.13 XG, and we scored 4 goals, boys. Guess what that does for us? Guess what this thing right here does for us? We are reverting back to our XG, right? We were underperforming XG, and in this game, we overperformed XG. So now we're closing the gap, and we are starting to look like the team that we're supposed to be. Also, by the way, I think Lammens made a big mistake with that, with the free kick, because he should have saved that, right? That was a very, look at this chance right here, 0.13 XG, but 0.04 post-shot expected goals. It was basically in the middle of the net. So Lammens in a different game saves that, and he had a great game. I'm not talking shit about Lammens here. He had a great game, because other than that, he looked very confident in net. But my point is that if he saves that, this is a 4-1 victory, and maybe even a 5-1, because we get more than that. But guys, how freaking good were Mbumo and Cunha? Drop a like in the chat for Mbumo and Cunha, boys. How freaking good are these guys? That's why we spent all that money on Premier League proven players. And anyone that wants to criticize these guys can actually just go do one, because I'm serious. Like, these guys are both becoming my favorite players, and not because they scored today, not because they helped us win. It's because they put in the defensive effort. In that, in the first 5 minutes, when they had a chance where Minte was offside for the cutback from Welbeck, I think. Who was defending against Minte, guys? Go watch the highlights, or go watch the game when you get a chance. Who was defending against Minte? It was freaking Brian Mbumo. Brian Mbumo was the last man defending against Minte. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of spirit I want to see from these guys. They're easily our best players in the team, and they're still putting in the defensive work. And guess what Cunha did today? Mount sat out for Cunha. Cunha put in the defensive effort that Mount was doing for us. So now I can say with my chest that I want Cunha to start over Mount, because I saw the defensive work that he wasn't putting in before. And honestly, hats off to that guy. And guys, he is bringing his Brazilian passport to this every stadium he goes to now. Because how many people did he sit down in that game? How many times did he dribble past somebody and just made them look like they weren't even there? Like at one point, I think De Kuiper or Weaver on the right hand side just got dropped by Cunha in the second half, and I was just like, "What the hell is going on?" Like, honestly, it was a great freaking victory. We have a super chat here. Let me see if I can pull that up. There we go. We won despite 12 men Brighton. Awful refereeing from Anthony Taylor. Brilliant performance. GGMU. Good days are indeed coming. Let's freaking go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I want some energy in the chat. You guys better come in today with some energy. I don't want to hear, oh, it could have been better. Oh, something went wrong. I want to hear some freaking energy. I want to hear, say it with your chest, guys, okay? Glory, glory, Man United. We're actually back. Every freaking team is scared, and that's why Carragher has been so negative. That's why JJ Bull's been so negative. They're seeing, I find it hard to believe they're not looking at the underlying numbers, right? They're looking at it, they're seeing us lose, and they're trying to pounce as much as possible. So it's our job to say it with our chest and stand up for our manager, stand up for a team when something like this happens. Right? So let's start bringing in some callers, guys. Let's see. I wanna get some energy over here. I think Hash Rover has been waiting for a long time, so let's bring him in. How you doing, brother?
Hey, awesome. How you doing?
Good. Give me 1 second. I think my headphones are not connected. Sorry, you're gonna hear like double voice. So
no problem.
Sorry, guys. I'm too excited. I didn't connect my. I'm losing my edge. Footy with an edge over here. But give me a second. Hold on. Headphones in, and let me just fix this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's connecting to my phone. Sorry, guys.
Take your time.
Pardon the disruption, boys. I've never been this excited to connect my Bluetooth headphones to my computer. But honestly, great freaking win. Let me make sure the audio is fine. And can you say something?
Yes.
Yes, let's go. All right, guys, for those of you guys trying to enter the studio, there's a limit of 10 people because I don't know. I guess that's the plan I have. So I apologize, but keep trying and you'll eventually be able to get in, and we'll keep it going. Okay, we'll keep it moving. Hash, come on, talk to us, man. Introduce yourself quickly. Tell us where you're calling from, and then let's talk about the game.
Yeah, I'm calling from California, being a United fan since 01, the early Ronaldo days. Just pumped, man. I think this was a bigger win than the Liverpool win. Like, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, everyone was like, yeah, we're going to go and beat a Big Six team. And then when Brighton, Newcastle, all of these teams show up, we're not going to do anything. But we did. Dominant performance. I missed out on calling in on the last call, but two things that I thought we had to do. Our back in the three, they had to jump in. They had to be dominant. They had to be brave, and they did that all game. You could see where
Shaw was playing in midfield. Shaw went from left center back to all the way to the other side, and then back to right center back at one point.
And this is what Amorim's system's about. People call out Casemiro's lost his legs. We don't have midfield. His system does this, and I think the players are buying it, and it's going to work. We need to just keep the faith. It'll work. There's lots of good things that'll come out of this. I'm behind you with Amorim. I love what Ineos is doing. Look at the massive signings, right? Cunha, Mbeumo. We're going to pay Manchester United tax every day. Every year we're going to pay that tax.
No, but honestly, Mbeumo and Cunha, though, they don't seem expensive anymore.
They don't. That's what I'm saying.
They seem like a good price because, listen, they paid. How much did they pay for Ekitike? How much have they paid for Isak?
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
And we got the better players.
We did, and people call out Cunha's not. He's just going to walk around. He's not going to do the work. He put in the work. There were so many times he was tracking back. Mbeumo tracked back. These guys are awesome, man. Massive upgrades from what we had last time.
Amazing, dude. Amazing.
Go on, give us your. I want to give you a shout out for calling out. Hey, we need Euro in this game. Nobody else talked about it 3 games ago. You said he needs to play. Amorim knows what to do with this set of players, and he's doing it right. And we're gonna get the wins. They'll come, and it's gonna be tough. We're not gonna win. Go and blast teams 3-0. The Premier League's gotten tough. There are so many teams in the middle pack that are good. So we got to respect that. And that's what we're doing. But smashing performance, man.
Let's go.
Luke Shaw needs a mention. He's been playing awesome. Front three, of course, are doing their thing. Bruno is finally getting his step in, and I just couldn't be happier. This was a bigger win for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us your man of the match, and I'll keep it rolling.
Brian Mbumo. Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes,
Cameroonian legend, man. Let's go, dude.
Yes.
He's honestly becoming one of my favorite players alongside Cunha. You smashed it, dude. Give us your name as well, by the way, since it's your first time. Herschel, nice to meet you, dude. And please call in again. But glory, glory, Man United. Let's go. Let's freaking go, boys. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. All right. See you later, brother.
Yes. Yep.
See you, brother. All right. Let's keep it moving, boys. I want to see the energy. I want to see the excitement because listen, Anthony Taylor can fucking do one. I swear to God, Anthony Taylor can seriously go screw himself. How the hell is that not a penalty? That's the most stone cold penalty I've ever seen against Ahmad. And the fact that he doesn't give it, honestly, he can go do one. But yeah, guys, we're so close to 40,000 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But I'll add in Dart. Dart, you're a legend, brother.
Yes!
Let's go. We've been vision. Yes.
Yes. You can ask my girlfriend how crazy I was going, but
no, I don't need to ask you, bro, because I know I was going crazy.
Especially when we were trying to make it even at one point there. It was I was getting upset. But yeah, what a great win. I mean, this is the kind of, as Herschel just mentioned, this is one of those bogey games, as people called it, where we would come out flat and suffer and walk away with results for the last 12 years that were unacceptable. And today they just went out and hammered. And when the going got tough, they stood up. And everyone played. I was telling my girlfriend earlier when we were watching the game that the fact that I hadn't heard Dallow's name a bunch was like a good sign because he wasn't fucking up constantly, basically.
Yeah. Well, the fact that your girlfriend wasn't hearing Dallow's name is the good sign.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. She knew. Yeah. It was. It was great. And Mbuemo's my man of the match, I think. Although I could have probably named 3 or 4 people that would go unheralded maybe because they're not the flashy goal scorer.
Absolutely.
But his tracking back, his effort, his running, his physicality to draw fouls. Amazing. Cunha was amazing. Those two. And Ahmad. What is Anthony Taylor even on? He just tripped them in the box. There's no touch of the ball.
Yeah.
Set on the commentary.
There was the faintest of touch, but here's what I'll tell you guys, right? Yeah. So VAR reviewed it. And that thing from Ahmad, De Kuiper got a faintest of touch on it. So VAR said it's not a penalty, but there's no way Anthony Taylor has seen that. So you're seeing that live. That's a freaking penalty, bro. Both commentators that I was listening to, I wasn't listening to Gary Neville, both commentators, not United fans, they said that's a penalty, right? There's usually an analyst and a commentator. Both of them said that's a penalty on first view. That's what I said as well. There's no way. And listen, what a beautiful touch from Ahmad, man. To do that, he sat him down on his ass. That should have been a penalty. But let's move on. Dart, let's talk about the positives, man. We still won 4-2, right? All the naysayers, all the haters in the media, let's fucking go, right?
I'll tell you something that's unheralded too. Someone who had a pretty good game, but is probably getting lost in the rise up of some of the other players was Bruno. I mean, when he let that ball go at the end to Mbuemo. You can't do that unless you're world class. You can't do that. You don't know to do that unless you're world class.
Honestly, I have you know what? I need to get my poster back up because I have some from 4 years ago. I bought these displayed posters that I used to have on the back, right? And it was Pogba and those guys way back when, right? But I still have one from Bruno. Actually, you know what? I have it right here. Let me show it to you guys.
Do it.
Dart, keep talking.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm just so happy that we had a game where, notoriously a pitfall game that we've encountered over the many managers we've had over the years where we're expected to win and we've come out flat and we just put in a horrible, in the past, in the more recent past, we'd put in some horrible performance where the entire avalanche of
let's fucking go, boys.
Nice. That's a great poster.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So I think that's
what I'm talking about. My man.
Exactly. This is a sign that the players are gaining in confidence, of course, with the system, the so-called system. Everyone's, where are all those people now? Shut the fuck up, those people.
Absolutely. Hold that. Because listen, I'll tell you what. You guys are talking about system, confusing it with formation. Today, that was a 5-4-1. It was a 4-2-3-1. It was a 4-3-3. It was a 4-4-2. they kept changing formations. At one point, Luke Shaw was playing as CDM next to Casemiro when Bruno moved up.
Yeah.
So come and tell me that you don't like the system now, right?
This is one of those things too. Yeah, this is one of those things too where it went completely over most people's heads who aren't like yourself, watching things very closely and going over everything. Amarin has been, they're attacking his system, of course, for the longest time, and for good reason. I mean, he wasn't generating results, so like that's going to happen. But there was one particular press conference where earlier this season, I think, or maybe in the preseason even, where he was like, once we have the basics down, once we can do like the basic thing, then we're going to start to mess around a bit or like adapt and move people around. Because they were having the longest time. They had trouble
Hey, Dart, I'm sorry to cut you off. Give us your man of the match and I'll keep it moving.
Embuemo.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dart, if you can do me a favor after you've already talked, just leave the studio because there's other people trying to join, and I'll bring you back in later, right? When we have a little bit less.
I don't think I'll be around, but thank you for the.
Okay, no worries. Thanks, Dart. Peace out, brother.
Cheers.
All right.
Woo!
Let's go. Glory, glory, Man United, boys. Keep trying to join the stream, guys. I'll try my best to get you on. Let's bring in Rishi next. Rishi, give us some energy, bro. We fucking did it. You're muted.
Come on, United. Come on. Let's go.
Rishi, how much venom did Mbeumo put in that final goal? He fucking smashed it past the net. Like, honestly, that's the energy I want to see. Yeah, there we go.
He slapped the face of each one of those bloody pie-faced sausage and chips eating Brighton fans sat in those seats. He slapped them right across their face.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Man.
I mean, this game means just as much as the Anfield win, because these guys have had a number. Oh, man. And they're so smug about being there. Oh, cutesy money ball team.
Honestly, it means more than the Anfield win because it comes after the Anfield win, right? If this game was just in isolation, it means just as much, but it means more because it comes right after the Anfield game. So let's get that right, boys. Let's get it right. But yeah, keep going.
3 in a row, baby. 3 in a row.
Yeah. Has anyone arranged a barber yet for United Strand, by the way? Because let's do it. I'm telling you guys, the Tottenham game, we're gonna shit on Thomas the Frank engine, right? And we're gonna get him that haircut, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who were here, on Thursday for the preview, remember what I said? I said Brighton got slapped up 7-0 by Forest last season. We might do a madness. And I said it might not be a 7-0. And I remember Nelson was there on stream and I said, even a 3-0 is just as big a slapping, right? And we were winning 3-0, bro. If it wasn't for Dorgo, we would have won 3-0 and probably even more.
We would have won more than that, dude. First of all, that should have been a penalty on Ahmad. And we should have won that game even more comfortably. And after he made the subs, that shows you the squad depth, right? Where the squad depth is in terms of level. Because Rishi, when we were watching the game, you mentioned a big point, and I want you to focus on this and then give me your man of the match. You mentioned without Casemiro on the pitch, what happened to the team, right? I've lost my legs because I've won 5 Champions Leagues, and somebody can talk shit about me without even winning a Premier League, apparently. But let's put some light on Casemiro and put some respect on his name.
Yeah, brilliant game, scored and assisted, right? Cracker of a shot. I think, I would like to believe that even if it wasn't for the deflection, it might have just curled into the post. I mean, you never know with these things, but they finally credited it to Casemiro, so that means they also think, the committee
sometimes
also
it
thinks
changes
that
after the game as well. But anyways, he contributed to the goal, and we're gonna take it, right? Anybody's gonna take it.
But the midfield, 2 positions that I would really like to focus on. One was midfield because once Menu came on, right, Menu and Ugarte still did quite well. I feel like he put in some last moment tackles. He won the ball back. There was some energy and hustle from him. So I feel that Ugarte is still getting us something, but Casemiro is on another level, dude. Like, absolutely.
Give us your man of the match, bro. Give us your man of the match. Let's go.
It's hard to look beyond Mbeumo, but I'm going to say Cunha, dude, because
I was waiting for someone to say Cunha because, listen, he doesn't get that first goal. Yeah, if he doesn't get that
Yeah.
first goal, right, we don't get rolling. And what did we do in this game, by the way? I was worried about us getting two early goals, like in the 10 minutes or something, and then having 80 minutes to play without the ball. We scored in the 24th minute, 34th minute, 61st minute, and then 97th minute. So we spread our goals out, and we made sure that this was a dominance across 90 minutes. So amazing work, Rishi. You smashed it, bro. Let me keep it rolling. Let me get the other folks in.
Yeah.
But glory, Man United.
United.
United. All right. All right. Let's get the next folks in. I'm sorry if I'm slightly out of order, guys, but I'll promise I'll get you all in. Let me get Mero into the channel. Mero, go on. Give us introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Maroshin. I'm from Vaughan, Ontario, and I love United.
Let's go, boys. Vaughan is pretty close to where I am, guys. It's just north of Toronto. So
Wonderland.
Yes. Let's go. Okay, go on. Give us your thoughts on this game. Who's your man of the match?
Okay, my man of the match. I'm not gonna lie. I think people are forgetting about Delict. Delict had a wonderful game today. He had a wonderful game.
Yeah.
Cunha had a good game. Go ahead.
He was the captain of the defense, if you will, right? Because the center of the pitch, he had a lot of work to do. He had to anchor that team, and even though Shaw is older than him and he's a more senior player, he had to be kind of the leader in the defense, right? Especially helping Euro out on the right hand side, because Euro's been criticized before for not stepping up at the right time. So Delict was doing a lot of shepherding, right? And that was really good work.
And also, I think Ruben kind of underestimated Brighton at the end. He brought on, I think Ahmad played very well, and I don't think he should have got subbed off. I think he should have stayed on. I don't know. I know Casemiro scored today, but on the ball, he's kind of a little bit. He's kind of
Mero. Easiest way to get kicked off the call, brother, is talking shit about Casemiro today. So I'm not going to have any of that. He was very composed on the ball, bro. That was the one thing he did very well. He showed his experience, and that's what we missed. As soon as he came off the pitch, what happened to our team, right? Because we didn't have that control with Casemiro on the ball. So let's focus elsewhere. Come on, give us your other thoughts. You know, you can leave a comment down below if you want to talk about Casemiro, but not on the stream. Let's go.
So you want me to talk about the positives, correct?
I mean, okay. I think you're asking to get kicked off the call right now.
I'm not. I'm just analysis.
Okay, give me. So there's so many positives, and you choose to shit on Casemiro. Come on, give me something positive.
Cunha played amazing today. Him on the ball was amazing. That first goal, really, we needed that. Bruno. Without that guy's the engine of the team. Oh my God, his IQ's on
Bruno was
level.
Amazing. Bruno was amazing. Did you see the way he left the ball for Mbumo's final goal, bro? He got out of the way like he was about to be hit by a car. Okay, that's what he did right there. That was the reflexes that he showed to fucking kill it right there, and that was amazing from him, man. Honestly.
See, he could check his shoulder. See, that's what happens when your midfielders check your shoulder. You know, when you check your shoulder, you can see the ball. You can see the runners.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, sorry, did you give man of the match to Mbumo? Who did you give it to? Or you said Delict?
No, not Delict. It's Mbumo today. It is. Him and Cunha are level.
Let's go. Okay, so do you think we're gonna get in the top 4 now?
Yeah, we'll get in top 4.
Let's go. And with Casemiro in the midfield, huh? All right, man. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm keeping it moving today. I want to hear more from you. Please make sure you come back in like maybe in half an hour or so. We usually get in like a group discussion or whatever. So I want to hear from you. It's just that right now we got to keep it moving, brother. All right. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, no problem. Take care.
Peace out. All right. Cool. All right. If you want to get kicked out, you move like that man right there. Okay. I'm just telling you, I was being nice today because we won 4-2. I want to hear some positives. Okay. So let's keep it moving. All right. Let's get Oven in. Oven, let's go, man.
Yay. Let's go. Let's go. United. Oh, okay.
United.
First of all, United. Let's go. Okay, first of all, this was for me a much bigger win than Liverpool, for sure. I mean, we always talked about like we're gonna have losses this season for sure, but we needed to win this game to show that Liverpool wasn't a fluke. It was to show that we are a good team. Even with there was this game was for me literally flawless. Like, okay, we gave two goals, but this is Brighton. They are going to score goals, and it was maybe maybe Dorgu's fault, maybe a bit of lack of concentration, but I was never in doubt that we we're going to score. And Mbuemo scored the fourth goal, and I was like, yeah, what? What you thought you had a chance? Like, no ways. This was an amazing performance. This is what really makes me believe that we're back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oven, I'm
definitely.
gonna let you keep going for 60 seconds. I'm gonna go grab some water. So take it away, okay? Give
All right,
everybody the
okay.
thoughts on your game.
Okay, yeah, I mean, this was totally a great performance. The team selection, I found, I don't know, Delict was, I would say even Delict was man of the match. The first half performance, there were, when Brighton was, really pushing the first, I think the 20, 25 minutes, Delict had many clearances. And I think that was just, but I think that set the tone. And then, of course, Cunha with that goal. My God, he needed that. And this is going to be the
Amazing goal.
Kickstarter
By the
for
way,
Cunha's goal.
outside the box, by the way. Outside the
Ye-
box shot that went in. So hold that, JJ.
JJ can twerk his Cardi B ass all he wants. Like, I don't care. Like, we don't need these people anymore because we know what we are. We know that we are building towards a future, a team. We are getting there. Just believe. Don't just get on the negative bandwagon. Okay, no negativity. Just what a great game, man. I mean,
Yeah. What a
it
game.
was
So Oven, I want to hear from you. So did you give us your man of the match, by the way, quickly? And then I have a question for you.
No, I didn't. I was going to give it to Cunha, but it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
okay.
Everyone played so well today.
I just want you to shed 30 seconds of light on Luke Shaw because he was really good today. He was doing everything right
Yes,
and he was
yes.
stepping up into midfield very well.
Yeah. Just like Mason Mount, I think this season has to be Luke Shaw's redemption. He has to be, he has to keep being fit, keep pushing because Leach is going to be back and he's fighting for that position as well. And Aiden Heaven, when he came on, I think he had a good performance. I don't think he was as
No,
shaky as
he
Dog
was solid.
on
He
left
was
back.
solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
Dorgu was the one
Aiden.
causing errors. Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden had good clearances. He had one in the box as well. I think the last ditch tackle. I think he did well. So I think we're really good, well set up. What this game only showed to me, and not even a negative sense, but that we need a left wing back. That is for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really suffer. We see how Mbuemo and Ahmad have just created an amazing partnership. The team is now setting 3 versus 2 just to prevent them from progressing the ball on the right side. How many times during the game? The first half, they were just shitting. As soon as the ball on the right side, they were like three versus two.
The biggest thing I saw was our high press got them so nervous today.
Yeah,
They kept
yeah,
giving us the
sure, for
ball.
sure.
Honestly, we could have had we been as lucky as Liverpool were when we lost 7-0 because they scored 7 goals from 3xg. That could have been us today, right? We scored 4 goals from 1.2 xg. Right, so we could have easily scored like 2 or 3 more and put the game to bed in the first half, and nobody would have been surprised.
Definitely, yes, definitely. This game was comfortable.
I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm so sorry. I know we're all
Sure,
excited.
no problem, no problem. I've Go United, no problem. Go United. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's bring in the other callers, guys. We have a few people waiting. I'll bring in Adam next. I'll bring in Nelson next. Adam, turn on your camera, bro. I want people on camera. Let's go, Nelson.
Bro,
let's talk about this game, bro. How gassed are we?
Okay, I'm here to apologize to Rishi. To be fair, because he did call out this game. He because I thought we were gonna lose. And I can't even find man of the match. I think we played outstanding in every single position.
Energy from everybody was so good. And also, by the way, I was watching in the 42nd minute and we still had the same energy as we did in the first minute. Exactly. How good was that, boys? How good was that? Smash a like, by the way, if you're still watching. But yeah, go on, Nelson.
It's shocking how we played like we haven't. I've never seen us play like this in under Amorim. The ability to just constantly, you don't worry about the pace of the other team.
Can you move your camera down a bit, Nelson? Because the comments are on your face, basically.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
that's fine. I can move back too.
Just like tilt it down towards. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
So, but yeah, I think it's
Liverpool's losing 1-0.
Yes. And Chelsea lost too. Chelsea lost to Sunderland.
Chelsea lost as well, guys. Oh, guys, can we please just take a sip? Let me just take. I have some of Arne Slot's tears right here. That's where I went to get. Let me just.
There you go.
That tastes good. My God, that bald fraud. Let's go.
But I think what everyone's been saying, I agree with. I think this game is more important than the Liverpool game because we've shown previously that we can win against big teams.
Yeah.
It's against these mid-table, low block, annoying teams that we struggle against. And you could tell Ursula was like shocked. He had no clue.
He was sitting in the stands at one point. He was shitting himself.
He didn't know what to do. And listen, I said I wanted Ugarte to start this game. And the guy who I've kind of like looked at and said he might have been the best player is Casemiro, because the moment we removed him, our midfield struggled for like a couple minutes.
Weren't we talking to each other in the last game?
Yeah.
Where's my apology, bro? Where's my apology? You were apologizing to Rishi. Where's my apology?
because once Ugarte came in, I feel like we kind of got a little bit of stability in terms of them attacking. But when it was just Bruno and
but this
Kobe,
is the thing, bro. When Ugarte came in, they could keep more of the ball. When Casemiro was in, we weren't giving the ball away as much.
I agree.
That's the difference, you know. So Ugarte is. That's what I was trying to tell you, right? I'm not shitting on your opinion from last time because we agreed about this, where it's like you're kind of picking the best of a bad situation, right? Because Casemiro is better on the ball, Ugarte is better off the ball. So would you rather give the ball away and win it back and then give it away again, or would you rather just keep it? And that's what Casemiro was doing today. And
today, the one thing I did see from Casemiro that I haven't seen in a long time is he was dribbling forward. By the way, like normally he kind of just sits deeper. I would love to see his hit map, but like it looked like he was all over.
It was crazy, bro. He was at the touchline at one point. That pass from Cunha to make him go to the touchline.
Exactly, yeah.
Insane.
Like that's personally, it's either anyone. If anyone says De Ligt was top, Casemiro was amazing, Bruno was good, Cunha, Bumo, Sesko was the only one that had a quiet day. I'll just say quiet.
Yeah.
But everyone else, top tier.
Amazing. Nelson, give us your man of the match, bro. Let's keep it moving.
I'll say Casemiro.
Let's go. He's converted, boys. He's converted to he has a Brazilian passport now. He's supporting our boy Casemiro.
I bought the jersey.
All right. Let's go, Nelson. I'll keep it moving, man. Thank you so much.
Right, no worries.
All right, let's get Adam in, and then Uday is next. Actually, wait. Seems like I'm not able to add Adam, so we'll bring in Uday right now. Uday, let's go, man. You're muted. Yes, let's go.
It's 12:40 a.m. in India, so I can't really shout, but I'm screaming glory, glory, Man United at the top of my lungs. And
let's go.
This is better than the Liverpool win, especially Liverpool are 1 down against Brentford, man.
Yes, let's go. Let's honestly, I want to pull up that game too. But and by the way, guys, by the way, Sunderland beat Chelsea today. They're actually 1 point ahead of us. So it looks like the win we got against them wasn't just, you beat Sunderland at home, is it? Right?
Exactly.
They beat Chelsea away, but they lost to us.
94th minute.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Andy, so many positives from the match. I don't know if you've noticed, I heard you making the point about Luke Shaw, right? But there was a point when De Ligt reached the opposition box, right? That was insane. And I was thinking, De Ligt, what are you doing? Because he was keeping track of Danny Welbeck, right? I think we had already scored the first goal by then. And I was kind of scared that they'll beat us on the counter-attack. It just didn't make sense on how Brighton played, right? They just get too much of the ball and they were not really attacking.
Guys, we were, everyone's making fun of Amorim for going long against Liverpool. Guess what Brighton should have done today to avoid the high press against us? What should they have done? They kept trying to basically commit suicide with the ball, and we kept winning the ball back, and that's how so many of our goals came today. So many of the good moments today came from that. And that's what I'm talking about, right? We want to criticize Amorim when he gets things wrong. Why not give him some flowers when he gets everything spot on? In 3 games in a row now, by the way, right? And we've conceded 1 goal against Liverpool and 2 goals today. So in 3 games, we conceded 1 goal a game. But how many have we scored? Right? 4 plus 4, 8 goals in 3 games now. Right? So I want to hear some respect on Amorim's name for the good things he's doing.
Yeah, definitely, 100% with you. And in a way, I hope I was really glad I got the preview that you did. I was glad that Maguire didn't start because
He was
we
injured, I
spoke
think.
about.
Yeah, he was injured. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got a slight knock, is what Amarim said. But I was glad in a way, in the sense that Euro is much faster, and especially against the counter attack. But man, how good were we? If you
We were
forget
so
about the
good, man. The
dude,
energy from the team was
what's
amazing.
with the penalty? What's with the refereeing, man? That was a sure shot penalty. I mean, you have to be blind to not give that. I mean, I understand he playing the advantage when when another player fouls you and you have the ball, you
Mhm.
play advantage. That's okay. But that was such a foul, right? But bro, so many positives, right? So many
So
positives.
many
I think
positives. Yeah,
everybody had. I'm so happy for Cunha. I'm
yeah,
so happy for Cunha. Eighth game, he got his goal. You knew he had a great game against Liverpool, right?
yeah.
Fans were raving all over the world.
Who's
I
your man
think
of the
that was
match today?
fantastic.
Who's your man of the match?
Nobody said this so far, but you will agree with me when I say this. Guess
Yeah.
who? Sene Lammens. He was
Okay.
fantastic, bro.
Yeah, yeah. He
Fantastic.
was.
He had three saves.
I can't give him man of the match because of the free kick where he should have saved that because it was kind of central in the goal. But I agree with you
Yeah,
that he had
but
a great
look,
game. He had a great
I
game.
mean, but still, I mean, he had the ball, and that would have kind of obscured his vision a bit. But the shots that were fired at him, he did a great job. And look,
Mhm.
there's no denying. Had you had Binder in goal, we would have had very nervy 10-15 minutes after the second goal went in,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. There's no question about that. Yeah, yeah.
And
If
I
you're
loved
talking
what
about
Bruno did.
there's a stat on in basketball, right? It's called value over replacement. And this guy Lammens has a very high value over replacement because basically Binder and Onana and whoever else we have to come instead of him are so shit that this guy is like, much better than any other player in our team, right?
Look,
Maybe Bruno's
he's
like just after him.
simply jumping up and collecting the ball in front of the net
Yeah.
gives our fan,
Yeah.
makes our
Or
fan
rather,
happy.
making only one mistake in the game, makes you Schmeichel, right? Because that's the standards we have right now. But Uday, I'm gonna keep it moving. We've got lots of
Sure.
people waiting in the stage, as you can see. But thank you so much for joining in.
Glory, glory, bro.
Glory, glory, Man United, bro! 3 wins in a row. Let's freaking go! All right, let's keep it moving, boys. I'm just gonna read some of the comments first. Sheshko card was ridiculous. I agree. Honestly, he does kind of catch him, but he's not trying to elbow him. He's trying to put his arm, and then the elbow slips onto him. He says, Flowers, I'm buying Armor my whole garden, bro. Absolutely. Can't say refs bias because they hurt every team in the league. Yeah, sure, Rishi. Come on, way to bring the mood down, bro. Will Carragher call out Slot like how he called out Amram? Can't wait to see their comments tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just check loser pool, by the way. They're still losing 1-0, by the way, guys. Let's just appreciate this shit right here. 1-0 down in the 5th minute, right? That's what they do, right? That's what they do to shit teams that come play long ball against them. And I guess Slot's going to say they're not playing it on the ground anymore as well. But let's keep it moving. All right. Let's bring in Rafi to the stage. Rafi, you're live on Footy with an Edge. Go on, introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling from.
Hey, how's it going? I'm calling from New York, United fan. And
Go,
yeah,
brother.
like
Let's
I
go.
just want to start off. I know that like you're kind of trying to get as many people in as possible, so I'll keep my sort of points as succinct as I can. So for me, at least after this performance, it was electric, right? From start to finish, United. This was undoubtedly United's most impressive performance, in my opinion. And this is probably the first time since maybe April that I feel like I could say that I'm more Amarim in than I am out, right? I don't want to seem like a reactionary fan, but I did have some questions. I came on last week onto live and had some questions about the system. And the biggest sort of criticism or the thing that I was wondering about when it came to the way that Amram plays or structures his team is whether or not we could hold onto the ball in the opposition's third. And we did that like several times, right? So today's performance definitely kind of like, I guess, made me feel a bit more relieved overall in terms of future aspects. I do want to like another thing that I guess I'm like really paying attention to is the next 2 games because I think personally, if we manage to get 6 points from the next 2 games, including against Tottenham, I think the next 2 games would be an indicator for just how much we could really expect to see from the rest of the season, right?
Yeah.
If it goes less than perfect, then in my opinion, the way that I would perceive it is okay. Top 4 isn't unrealistic, but there's going to be a lot of like ups and downs. But if we win the next 2 games, then I genuinely think that United, you could fully say that United A is back, and B, I don't want to,
no, say it with your chest, bro. You're not here
maybe,
to fucking hold it back. You say it with your chest. What are you trying to say? Let's go.
Maybe a title charge. Who knows, right? Like,
Okay, you really said it with your chest. All right.
If we beat Tottenham, right? And the last thing that I want to say, right? Just really quickly, and you might actually consider this to be like me criticizing the performance or saying a negative. That's not the case, right? I actually view this as a positive. I think our bench players played horribly today, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, there's no doubt about that. We were horrible once the subs were made. Yeah.
Complete dog, right? They were ass, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And I think, Casemiro had a great performance, especially in the context of our team, but I don't think he played great. I'm hoping the guy gets a haircut eventually. I don't think he played great by DM standards. And the reason why I actually take that as a positive is because the fact that Amram's like doing this well, at least against Brighton and Liverpool, with what he has now, makes me much more excited for the future. Because we kind of already see like the positions that there's like.
But Rafi, I'll stop you right there for 1 second, because the reason why Casemiro didn't play like a DM is because Amram's system is so much about interchangeability and being fluid positionally that normally you see Bruno do what Casemiro was doing today, and today it just happened to be for the first time in so many games that it was Casemiro doing it, right? Okay. And you also saw Cunha defending a cross that went for a corner, right? You don't normally see Cunha doing that. So it's not like Cunha was playing at left back and Casemiro was playing as left winger, right? You would agree with that. So Casemiro was doing that because the system demanded it. And even the biggest DMs, like Caicedo has scored 2 goals this season. Doesn't mean he's not a DM anymore, right? It's just that positionally, sometimes there's flexibility that's needed. Anyways, Rafi, give us your man of the match and let's keep it moving. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it short.
That's fair. Can I ask you a question really quickly, though? Just right before that?
Sure.
Don't you think, though, that there's like midfielders out there that we could improve on from Casemiro?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But today's not the day to talk about that. So
that's fair.
Give us your man of the match. Give us your man of the match.
And Mbumo, I guess.
Let's go. Rafi, you smashed it, bro. Thank you for calling in. And if you want to join back like half an hour later or something, I'll bring you back in. All right.
Thanks for having
me
on.
Pleasure, brother. Let's go. All right, let's keep it moving, boys. Let's keep it moving. Guys, please don't overhype ourselves into talking about title charts. Come on, man. Get out of here. We can say what we want, okay? It's our club. We're talking about it. I can get gassed as much as I want. Look, we're not saying we're going to go win the title, but we are seeing a lot of stuff for top 4, right? So I'm going to say top 4 with my chest for sure. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to get Semix to the channel. Semix Football. Semix, let's go, bro. How are we doing?
What's up, man? How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You see the energy right here. I keep going any longer, I'll be the Energizer Bunny.
Guys, I just want to say one thing to everybody. This man's doing a fantastic job. This man is one of the ones that I call the real ones. One of the guys who actually puts in real work, make sure the facts, the data, everything is true before he opens his mouth and starts to talk. So drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. And just one more thing, because I know we want to keep it moving. One thing I want to say that I told everybody on my channel is that I want you to realize that this is not a new manager bounce. This is not that. I never wanted that. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to start from trash, and then you build upon that until you reach greatness. You don't want a new manager bounce. We've had that for 10 years. It's never worked. I'd rather start from trash, 15th place, and get rid of some players. Make sure the attitude is good. You can see the camaraderie. You can see the togetherness. You can see how they celebrated after every single one of the last 3 games.
Did you see Šeško's celebration for the Cunha goal, by the way? He was going crazy, bro. That's what I'm talking about, the team spirit.
You can call out moments like that in all 3 games. You can call out after the Liverpool game the way Xerxes was celebrating and he didn't even play. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, You can see, and that is a trademark of Amarim. He doesn't, it's not all about talent. Yes, he wants talented players, but he wants the players to love each other, to believe, and to work for each other because they have to run. They have to run.
And Semi, sorry to cut you off there, but just to add to what you've said, everybody talks about, tell me one player Amarim has improved, right? As a stick to beat him with. Guys, he's improved the whole team. He's improved the team mentality. Did you see Bruno play a single Hollywood pass this season? Tell me one Hollywood pass that he shouldn't have been playing that he played and you got pissed at him. He's been playing as a central midfielder. And you want to talk about one player he's improved Bruno, because Bruno used to play in the 10, and this season he started playing in the 8, and 9 games in, he's doing what he's been doing now, right? And tell me he hasn't improved Bruno.
100%, man. 100%. Every player has improved a little bit, but like you said, it's not about the individuals, it's about the collective, and the collective has improved by so much. The work rate for each other, the wanting to cover each other's backs, the communication that you're seeing out on the field when they start to tell each other what's going on, you can see it's a lot more open communication. It's a lot more team-worthy. It's not, I hate you or blame me. It's not blame me. It's more like helping each other or whatever. And like I said, man, and this is important, I'm going to say it again, it's not a new manager bounce. It's hard work starting to slowly pay off. And guess what? We're not even 80% done yet. This is just 60 or 70%. There's still incorrect movements. There's still bad decisions. But there were a couple of moments where we got pressed. And you can see Euro send the ball in a general direction where he thought Casemiro might be. He wasn't sure if Cass was there, and Cass was there. And then you can see with his first touch, Cass send it straight to where Mbumo should be, and Mbumo was there. And I was telling my watch along that, guys, they didn't even check over their shoulders. They just hoped their teammates would be there because they're supposed to be there, and they were there.
And guess what? Brighton tried the same thing, and time again, Brighton players were not there, right?
Exactly.
So we wanna give all this credit to Brighton because they have 1% of the pressure they do on them, right? They probably have a fan base of 500,000 across the world, whereas we are watching from where? From Toronto, from California, from South Africa. I see Donovan waiting in the stage back there. He's from South Africa, guys. And we're talking about the pressure we have on our team. And these guys have rolled into Old Trafford. Last 8 games, won 6 of them. And what did we do today? We beat them, against the odds. And I think we have the worst record at Old Trafford across those 8 games against Brighton, by the way. So let's not poo-poo this victory. But Semix, give us your man of the match, man. I'm really curious.
Diogo no. Cunha.
Yeah.
Cunha for sure. For me, it's Cunha. Cunha's been the man of the match in the last 2 games. The way if he wasn't there the last 10 minutes in the Liverpool game, I would have went to the restroom more than I did. And today's game, I was, maybe I'm just saying Cunha because honestly, I was so happy for him when he scored that it was different than just being happy that my team scored. I was so happy for him because I know how bad he's been wanting it. Anybody who's been watching our games knows Cunha's been wanting that goal for so long.
Absolutely. Where did he score it from, by the way? He scored it from outside the box.
It's from where JJ Ball's going to tell us it was a bad shot tomorrow.
Exactly.
I hope he does. I hope he doesn't flip the script. I want him to come out and say the same stupid things he was saying before. I don't want anybody to flip the script. I want Alex Crookie to come out and say that he wants Amarim out. Can I name names on your channel, or are we trying to be nice?
Go for it.
I want Flex, KG. I want all these guys to come out and say Amarim out. Do not flip the script or apologize. And admit you were wrong. That's fine too. You don't have to.
No. And it can't just be, he's proven us wrong, or he's doing things now that he wasn't doing before.
I didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
Exactly.
They need to say, I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was talking about. I don't understand the 3-4-3 system. I didn't know it was this fluid. And oh my God, we've been playing with a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 5-3-2. Every freaking system in the book Amarim has used. I haven't seen a system that actually is a formation that we haven't used this season.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Today, did you see Luke Shaw next to Casemiro as a CDM, and we were playing 4-2-3-1 basically?
Correct, but if you watch the game again, because I will, and I know you will, because I know you like to do tactical breakdowns, pay attention. Diogo Dalot did the same thing whenever Luke Shaw wasn't there. Diogo Dalot was also
he was as left back. Yeah, he was going back to left back when Luke Shaw was pushing forward. And I even saw this, Semix, I don't know if you caught it, but Cunha was actually staying back, and both Luke Shaw and Dalot at one point were ahead of them.
that fluidity is starting to happen, and that's why I'm trying to tell your viewers, my viewers, that we're only 60% there. This is all we are right now, like, because it needs to happen more often. Like, these discussions that me and Andy are having right now should be a thing of the past because it happens so often that it's not new. Me and Andy are,
and we're not this excited by just 60%. We're excited by the full picture. But Semix, I'm gonna keep it rolling, guys. If you don't know about this guy, what are you doing? Go check out his channel, like and subscribe. Most importantly, watch the videos, because just liking and subscribing doesn't help. He needs the watch time, boys. Okay, so go show your love to him. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, Semix. Let's keep it rolling, boys. All right, legend. He showed up. He talked statistics and tactics, and that's what he does. So let's go. Let's keep it moving. I'm gonna bring in Donovan. Donovan from South Africa. Let's go, brother. How excited are we?
I'm very excited. You guys stole my opening line.
What is it?
Am I muted or shouldn't it be? Okay,
you're good.
I'm at a party. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
You stole my opening lines. I was gonna say, hey JJ Boo, the first 2 goals were shots outside the box. Right? But more than that, I look at the mental side more often. And Amarim is building a team, bro. He's building a team, an absolute team. We play different styles and so forth, but we really, really have players who are leading, who are playing for each other. Sesko doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he doesn't score. Bruno doesn't care if he doesn't score. They play for each other. Garnacho scored today against Chelsea, but it didn't matter because he played for himself. Amarim is really building a team. When Cunha went off, I was a bit worried, but Deluxe stood up. Deluxe showed me his leadership today. And these are reference points. Yes, we were 3-0 up, and when the changes happened, there was 1 goal scored, then there was a second one, and then we scored the 4th one. These are reference points. This is what the squeaky bum time is in a game. And that's what Alex Ferguson managed to build. You build a team through reference points. These players will all learn this. And Amarim is really building a team we can be proud of. There's so many leaders on that team, so many leaders. And I want to say, I love Casemiro and all of that. Baleba would look good in our team, eh? He would look good in our team, eh? I know he didn't stand out that well, but he would have looked really good in our team, eh? I just want to say that. Not that I'm knocking Casemiro, he was Casemiro,
the problem with Baleba is, Donovan, that he didn't look like a 100 million player today. That's the concern I have, right? He would look good in the sense that he has the legs and he definitely more suits the team in the long term than Casemiro. But Casemiro pulled out every strain of his experience today and really showed us what 5 Champions Leagues looks like. And I'm going to say this because I haven't said this in a long time. I want to say this because I haven't said this in a long time, guys. When he played for that Real Madrid team, because his speciality was so narrow, right? His focus was just to clean up the ball and do the defensive work. I didn't know he was this good a passer. And since he's come to United, we've seen how good he is on the ball, the composure he has on the ball, right? And he stands out a lot more because he was playing with Kroos and Modric, and now obviously he has to do a lot more work, right? So respect to that guy to go from the comforts of Madrid to come to United and struggle for so long and hear shit from the likes of Jamie Frippin Carragher, fucking Speedy J over there. He needs to hold this, bro. He needs to hold this.
I now believe you do come up with the nicknames. I gave Rishi too much credit. You definitely do come up with the nicknames. But just on the whole, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm still sticking with my top 6, although I can't push my chest out and say top 4 is looking good, eh? Top 4 is looking good. Eh?
Exactly.
And my man of the match was...
Oh, he cut out just before the man of the match, guys. Okay. We'll bring him back in if he
have lost that. Oh yeah, I've got it back. But
okay, go for it.
I should be back now. Yeah. I'm saying Cunha is my man of the match. Cunha really is something else. Eh? He drags this team. He is so amazing to have on this team. He's the best 10 we've had in a long time. A natural 10. That's for certain. A real leader. And please take care. Let me go back to my party. I didn't come to the party because of the game first. But, by the way, I hope you create a WhatsApp group or something so I can give you some ideas for shows. I'd really like you to talk about why do we make youth players think they are so good that they should start immediately. I would like to have a conversation on that one of the days, but I shouldn't take up the show. We're enjoying our victory right now.
All right. Thank you so much, Donovan. Thank you for shouting in from South Africa, boys. He left his party to join us, and he says his man of the match is Cunha. Let's go. Smash a like in the description for Donovan. Let's keep it moving. Okay. Adam's been waiting for a long time. So let's bring him in, and he's on camera for once today. So let's go. Adam, how you doing, brother?
What's up, man? Man, feeling great, bro. This is I was in last week for the Liverpool after game talk, and dude, this is great to watch. I have 3 quick points to touch on, and we kind of touched on it throughout the call. The first thing is the lineup. The next one is the United execution, like how we played based on the lineup, and then the final point that kind of dictated the game was the officiating. First thing, the lineup was really surprising in how like confident it made me like feel as soon as the game started. It's like, okay, this is looking like something we can build off from. This is starting to look like a team that we can start on a regular basis. You know, give or take a few people here and there, maybe like Dallo for a better option, but you're solid. Maybe Luke Shaw once his, more solid in his abilities. But from what the lineup was, very comforting and confidence inspiring. The next thing in terms of the execution, we touched on it a bit here and there. The press that we were able to execute with the lineup that we had, all the shit talking about Casemiro, all this crazy BS. It was so good to see, because Brighton's a tough team to play against, like a very tough team to play against, and our press was very, very commendable. Not only that, we were able to build off of that.
They have been shakier on the what's it called, on the build up compared to previous seasons, because they had McAllister, Caicedo, Estupinan. All these guys are really clean on the ball, right? Whereas now they're kind of the Kuiper's not as good on the ball. Baleba is more of a box to box midfielder. He is good on the ball, but Ayari, how many mistakes did Ayari make today, right? And Adam, I just want to say, by the way, you need to get a better mic, bro. That's like a potato mic you got right there. So next time, just see, because I think it's
let me see
your headphones, and maybe you need to switch it to a different device. Your voice is kind of cracked.
Let me switch it right now. Is it better now?
Yeah, much better, bro. Much better. Let's go.
Oh my god. Damn. All right.
Yeah.
If you need me to repeat anything, apologies for everybody.
No. We heard you. Go on. Your third point. What was your third point?
And then the third point, but kind of to build off of that, they made them look bad. Like the press pushed them into the whole point of a press is to make them make mistakes. They're a very good team in terms of passing and just being well trained. So our press really did put them on the back foot. We managed the first half very well based off of that, created all the chances. The substitutions towards the end really, we had to, based on, I guess, just fitness and just man management. Unfortunate that it led to the goals. But this is where the third point comes in of the officiating. Atrocious. Not the game. Like we had a literal 12th man just kind of ruining everything for us.
We're gonna have Howard Webb come out and say that should have been a penalty right after the game. Easily. And what does that help us? Because if that's a 3-3 today, every single one of us is here just incensed about why that wasn't a penalty. And there were so many calls when Mbeumo, there was a chance when a dunk just smashed into Mbeumo. I get it. Mbeumo's got the momentum and he kind of runs into him, but we didn't get a single one of those calls. You see 10 calls go against you. Like, what the hell is happening, right? And at home, we're at Old Trafford.
Exactly. And then on top of that, this is kind of building onto the bigger picture and the kind of long road or the long kind of term investment in Ruben Amorim is after each BS call that the ref didn't call for us or called for Brighton, we were then on the front foot. Like we didn't get the penalty off of the Ahmad challenge. We scored, I think, the very next play in that play, and then it's kind of built off of that. So we're not the same type of feeble team where we let things kind of happen for us. We are working on it. It's not me getting ahead of myself as a United fan. It's we're seeing the kind of grit,
the progression, right? Yeah, and I want to bring this up, right? Because Adam just said it. I'm not getting gassed, guys, the same way I was getting, we were all getting gassed when Ollie won all the games and we were singing Ollie's at the wheel, right? Like you need to understand we're getting gassed because we're seeing the underlying numbers before we saw the results coming, right? And when the results are coming, the underlying numbers are still there. So if we're seeing the ingredients being good and the food is good, then we can be happy about the chef, right? We can be happy and give praise to the chef. So that's the point.
and it's building off of what C-Mex was saying. Also, good point to kind of loop back in C-Mex for shouting you out and giving you your flowers. But he was talking about like the kind of grit, like the new manager bounce is not like something you should expect. It's more often a bad thing than a good thing. It's not going to look pretty. Like we weren't pretty all of last year, you know, after the sacking of Ten Hag and the Amorim kind of starting point. It's gritty. Like we're going to be gritty. It's the whole point of being a refinement. It's going to be gritty until it's a diamond. So we just have to give it time, manage our expectations, get the freaking referee out of that job, because that wasn't a yellow card. That goal should not. I was so pissed because Lammens had a great game and is sullied by that BS.
Who's your man of the match, bro? Who's your man of the match?
Man of the match, Mbumo easily for taking the stress off of the last few seconds of the game. So yeah, man, keep up the great work.
Nice one, bro.
P.S. By the way, I don't know if you
brother.
know yet. Stratford Paddock shouted you out, and also Stephen Housing did a little kind of tidbit on your athletic video. So keep up the good work, bro. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
thanks, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Adam smashing it. By the way, where are you calling from? Can you remind us?
I'm from Virginia, outside of DC, and I called in last week.
Right,
so I'm gonna try making
yes,
this
you
a
did.
weekly
No, I
thing.
remember you,
Yeah.
but you just weren't on camera, so I didn't put a face
Yeah,
to a name.
yeah.
But my
I'll keep chopped.
Rishi says you look. Rishi says you look like the American Kukurea, by the way. So that's I would take that as a
Yeah, I have long hair.
as a compliment.
When I play,
yeah, let's go.
When I play,
All
my
right.
hair is down and crazy. So yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's not a
All
red,
right.
so
All right, let's go.
All right,
Let's
peace
go,
out,
brother.
bro.
Let's keep it moving.
Have a good one.
I just want to show you guys something else, right? Because you know, we're talking about manager bounce, right? And I want to show you guys something else before I bring the next caller in. Because you know who got the manager bounce, boys? Thomas the Frank Engine, okay? Thomas the Frank Engine was the one who got the manager bounce, right? Because Tottenham were flying. Oh, they're going to do so much better than us. And they're gonna, you know, get in the top 4 this season. And Amorim has been here for 6 months, and you know, they sacked their manager after losing the Europa League final, and look at how much better they've gotten. Where are you guys now? Where's the bounce, right? Where's the new manager bounce, boys? Or is it that you need somebody to come in and actually prove himself over a set period of time, stick with the system, and show some real progression, right? That's what Amorim has done. And that being said, let's bring in the next caller, who is aptly named Amorim Baby. Let's go, bro. What's you're live on footy? Or okay, he's frozen. Looks like. So we'll bring in the next guy. Maybe you can come back, dude. And we'll bring in Abhishek. Abhishek, let's go. You've been patiently waiting in the background. I appreciate you, brother. Let's get me gassed again. I feel like the temperature of the room has come down. We need to appreciate we have just beaten our bogey team.
Absolutely, this has been a crazy game. Actually, to be honest, after the first 30 minutes, the kind of calm that we have gotten after so much amount of time, I think this was quite unbelievable. This was probably, I don't know after how many years or how many months that I was so calm after the first 35 or 40 minutes. Probably we just scored. No, I guess we got both the goals in the first.
Abhishek, tell us where you're calling from first.
So I'm calling from Ras Al Khaimah in United Arab Emirates. So that's where I am.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah,
we got Middle Eastern, like Indian fan from the Middle East. So very nice to see you, man. Thanks for calling. Your first time on the show, right?
Yes, first time on the show. I've been I've been following your channel after that, the athletic video, impressive video. Thank you. It's been and I have been watching all of your videos. It's been pretty good. But yeah, today was absolutely calm in the box. And credits to Mbumo in the final minutes. Like that pass from first heaven, and then that vision from Bruno to just leave it for Brian, and that chemistry in the team.
I want to clarify that wasn't while Aiden Heaven deserves credit for the assist, he was just trying to clear the ball, but Bruno to get out of the way, have the presence of mind to get out of the way.
That vision,
dude. Listen, because there's one thing to be said, that if he gets out of the way and it just goes to Verbruggen and he kicks it long and Brighton get a goal, we're yelling and screaming at Bruno to why didn't you just control that? But he has the presence of mind that Mbumo is going to run across, get to that ball first, and smash it into the back of the net. So
Exactly,
go, man. Let's go. Crazy.
and that's what you're paying for, like the kind of Premier League experience that we were talking about. All like there were all sorts of pundits who were bashing us for the first few games that, hey, what did we pay for? And look at in the last 2 games, this is what we paid for, and this is the kind of guy that we have brought in. He wasn't like both of these guys, like Cunha and Bumo. Both of them, like they really wanted to wear this crest. They wanted to play for this team. They were not like any other players who just wanted to come in for the sake of, one went to Arsenal. He was using us for a negotiation tactic. The ex player who was playing under Amarim, yes. And now we have players who are actually playing for this crest. The chemistry is so nice. It took some time for sure. I think if luck would have been on our side against Arsenal and against Fulham, we probably would have been on the top of the table. But I would take this like any given point of time. I believed from the foundations that were building up in the last season, the clearance that happened before coming to this season, much needed clearance. Like people who don't believe in this batch can go somewhere else and can find themselves a new place. They are doing good, but we are in a much better place, and we deserve to be in a much better place moving forward as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, right? That's the key point, guys. This isn't just a blip. This isn't just luck. We look so comfortable on the ball today. We look so good from minute 0. I was watching till the end of the first half. We looked just as good. We started the second half with the same energy, and every single player delivered. And you know what? Our weakest link, as he is in most weeks, was Diogo Dalot. He wasn't that bad today. So that tells you the floor of this team is good and the ceiling of this team is good, because we have Mbumo, we have Cunha, we have Bruno at the top of the ceiling. And I'll say this, guys, right? Somebody mentioned about the title charge earlier, right? I've said this before. I made a video like 2 years ago that we can never win a title with Marcus Rashford in our team. And my point in that video was that if Rashford's our best player, then we're not good enough to go win the league. He can be in our top 5 maybe, and we can do that. And I feel the same way about Bruno. If Bruno is our best player, we're not a title winning team, and we're not a team that can go contest for the top 4 consistently. Now Bruno is our 3rd best player, because we have Cunha, we have Mbumo, and then we have Bruno, right? Yes. Now we can actually do something that can excite me, that I can get off my seat for. I'm not saying we're going to go win the title, but at least, let's say it's a necessary but insufficient condition, right? It's a necessary condition to qualify for competing for the league, but then we still need squad depth. We still need a left wing back. We still need better than Casemiro and Bruno in the midfield in the long run. But these conditions will satisfy us to go and, potentially contest for a title. So that's what I'm talking about. But anyways, Abhishek, give us your man of the match. I'll keep it moving.
Yeah. So for me, it's Bumo. And also, I just want to touch on one point. Like, let's not forget Lammens. Our best player used to be David De Gea for a very long period of time. We gave him away for Onana and Altai, and we struggled for these 2 or 3 seasons quite ridiculously. This guy has come up and given us some stability at the back, much needed stability at the back. Yes.
20 million, by the way, guys. 20 million. 20 the money we lost on Onana, we're making back on Lammens right away. In 3 games, we've made our money back on the money we lost on Onana. Because Onana was like maybe a 25 million goalkeeper, and we paid 50 for him. And Lammens is like a 50, 60, 70 million goalkeeper, and we paid 22 for him. So let's freaking go. Anyways, Abhishek, let me keep it moving. Thank you so much for calling in. Please do call in again. We're live, by the way, for you guys watching. We're live on Mondays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. I might move that time down just to make sure that people in Europe have come back from work so that they can call in. But I might move that up. So it might be 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern and maybe 7 or 8 p.m. UK. But we're also live on every match day. So Abhishek, you smashed it. Thank you. And I'll see you again.
Cheers.
See you later, brother. If you guys that joined in earlier want to join the studio again for more of a group discussion, please come back in. I'll start bringing you guys in. I'm going to bring in Amarim Baby again, and then Vic is next and Marcus after that. But I can bring you guys in for 2-0 to Brentford. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, wait. Let's bring Amarim Baby in. Let's go.
Let's go.
Loser pool in the mud.
News. That's big news.
Yeah. Where are you calling in from, brother?
That's a nice hate watch.
Yeah, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from New York City.
Oh, you've called in before.
Calling.
Yeah, you've called in before. I just, if I don't see a face, I don't remember the name either, so my bad.
No.
But give us your name again. I forget.
My name's Sergio.
Sergio. Oh, you're the Puerto Rican, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go, baby. We got a Bad Bunny in the house.
Something like that. Hey, Man United everywhere. We're UAE, South Africa, everywhere.
Let's go.
Worldwide, global.
We got callers from India. We got I think one time we had a caller from Thailand calling in, and it was like 4 a.m. for him, but he was still on the call. You know, that's what the shirt means to everybody, man. Let's go.
Huge.
Let's go. Anyways, it's a counterattack. They conceded to a counterattack too. And it was Kevin Shada. You know, he doesn't just score against us or assist against us. But let's go, man. Let's go. And guys, this is gonna be their 4th loss in a row in the Premier League, by the way. Right? So they might get to 5 losses in a row before we get to 5 wins. So someone's got to cut his hair. Maybe Slot has to start growing his hair if they lose 5 in a row. 5 in a row in the Premier League, right? But anyways, give us your thoughts, bro. Give us your thoughts on the game. How gassed are we?
Man, I don't mean to be one of the hot take fans, hyperbole, but is it really totally outside of, reason to say that we're in a title race? I mean, I'm sorry to hyperbole, but like the previous caller was saying, we know football's a game of luck. And we had 2 quite unlucky games against Fulham and Arsenal that we definitely could have got more.
Yeah.
And even without that, you see Sunderland in 2nd place in the table, and we beat them, like you had mentioned, So it's looking even better in retrospect. But we know Sunderland isn't as strong of a team as others in the Premier League, and they're still 2nd, There's a clear weakness at the top of the Premier League,
Yeah.
Defending champions, look at them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know Arteta with this haram ball has a banana. He sees a banana peel everywhere he goes, right? Just waiting to slip on it. So I'll tell you what, right? I'll give you a real answer because look, today is the day of positivity, right? And we don't talk shit about positive takes, right? If you were coming in talking shit about Casemiro like that guy before, I would have kicked you out already, but you're saying something positive. So let me respond to you, right? The reason why I think it's very difficult for us to be in a title race is because we're still conceding high quality chances, right? We're scoring a lot of high quality chances, but our XG against is still very high, right? That means anytime, somebody tries to get a shot off against us, it seems like it's a very high quality chance, right? You compare that to the likes of Arsenal and Newcastle, I think, who are at the top of the league for XG against. They have like 10 expected goals against less than us. 10 after just 9 games, right? So essentially they are on track to already concede 10 goals less than us than we are at this point. So for that reason, I don't think I think Kirk has just scored. It's 2-1 Liverpool boys. But anyways, that's the reason why I don't think we're in the title race yet. That being said, though, if the underlying numbers keep improving and we come closer and closer to the likes of Arsenal and Newcastle while still maintaining the chance creation we're doing, 10 games from now, I might be saying Sergio called it first.
It's possible. All I'm saying is I understand that there's obviously this is still a work in progress. And if anything, you could say last season, maybe even though the expectations were tempered, we might have underperformed even the expectations. You could argue we might be a little ahead of schedule this season. I honestly didn't know if I expected us to be beating Liverpool away. I would have really thought that we might have struggled in a game like this against Brighton. We've struggled in games like this for years now. And the only reason why I dare to say that something as blasphemous as, we could be in a title race, I got to be honest with you. And I would be happy to hear what you think. I've been watching Man United for a good while, and there's been, moments where the vibes were very good, and you might have deluded yourself into thinking that we had a chance at something. But in our greatest moments after Sir Alex, you could point out Ollie at a certain point. Mourinho. I
Yeah,
was
Ollie, Ten Hag, Mourinho. We could
There's
tell
some
from a
moments.
distance that this was not going to happen. But you're saying that you can see from a distance that this could happen because there's something exciting there. The energy that we played with today. And Sergio, look, listen, I'm not going to poo-poo your take because, like I said, if the underlying numbers change, bro, we might be on that same train, right? We might be on that same train, and we might be just as excited as you are right now. Maybe you're just an oracle calling it before anybody can see it, right? But yeah, anyways, Sergio, give us your man of the match, bro. I'll keep it moving.
If we are to be honest, the man of the match, our best player right now is Mateus Cunha, but I'm going to be a little hipster. I'm going to say Luke Shaw. I really like Luke Shaw in this team. I'm not going to say he was really the best player. The best player was Mateus Cunha. I think Luke Shaw serves a very good role in this team. I think he has attributes that make it so he fits in this position that Amarim wants him to play. People have been saying he's playing out of position. I don't mind it. I think he has the attributes, honestly.
Yeah, let's go, man. Honestly, I can't shit on that because the Casemiro goal comes from Luke Shaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
The defensive work that he puts in that wins Casemiro the ball, and he takes that long shot and it goes in, right? We're 2-0 up. So he did a great job today, and thank you so much, man. I'll keep it moving. All right.
There's a reason why he's the last man standing.
Yeah. Let's go, Sergio.
Great
Sergio
game,
calling in from New York, man. Let's go. We got some Puerto Rican love in the in the studio. I'll bring in Vic and then Marcus, and then we'll have a group chat, right? So you guys stay tuned. I see Oven and Rishi waiting, and I'll bring you guys in with Marcus actually. But Vic, dude, you've been so patient. Thank you so much, and first time caller as well, I think, right?
Yeah, no worries. It's been just a great day. Yeah, just to feel this way. I've never seen Old Trafford bounce and sing like the way they did, especially the first half. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on,
Just
introduce
loved
yourself.
it.
Tell us where you're calling from before we get into the takes.
I'm ringing from India, and yeah, it's just terrific. I think I'm on cloud number 9 right now.
Yeah.
It was just like reliving the good old days. Like even just watching Cunha just running across the pitch. He's in defense, he's in attack. He's just hunting down everyone all over the
Last
pitch.
man, Cunha gives away a corner by putting in a sliding tackle, and Bumo was the last man against a Minte when he was offside in the first 5 minutes. So we have both our Maverick best players in the team fighting for the badge, right? That's what tells you that this team is going places, because you see the most egotistical potential of players not having an ego, right? That's how Amarim's improved this team.
Absolutely. And someone just, Abhishek, mentioned how both of them seem like they want to fight for the badge. They want to wear that crest on their chests. And to add to it, I think I read this about Lammens, like how he's a quiet, reserved person who is always cerebral about things and always working constantly on himself. And we've also got, who else is it that we got this summer? Ahmad always shown top attitude.
The energy, dude. I'm surprised nobody has brought up Ahmad. I put up a poll in the description for man of the match, and instead of Bruno, I almost put Ahmad there. But I on purpose changed it to Bruno again because I knew nobody was going to really talk about him. And I feel like Ahmad, guys, the level of performance that has gone up in Ahmad from the Man City game where he played in the left 10 and we lost 3-0 to now is insane. Like he's already the most improved player this season because the energy he puts in, the defensive work that he needs to put in, and just his connection with Mbumo. Mbumo doesn't score 2 goals if Ahmad's not in that team putting in the work.
Yeah, like I feel like when we went into Brentford and the lineups came out, Ahmad couldn't be there, unfortunately. I was concerned, and he's kind of catalyzed Mbumo's instant impact. When he's there, he's enabling, he's playing, we always knew he was technical. He was not like a Garnacho just sprinting down the wing. And he just needed someone. How many years have we seen where a United center midfielder spreads it to the right wing and they just stuck there 2-on-1, and then eventually we just played all the way back or lose the ball.
Or not just that. We saw when Anthony played there, or when Rashford played there, or when Garnacho played there, they would always beat a man and then stop and come backwards, right?
Right.
You've already beaten the man. Why don't you
That's
just
right.
go to the touchline and try to cut it
Sure.
back or something? Whereas we're
Yeah.
seeing with both Mbumo and Ahmad the willingness to go to the touchline.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and
Even on the
just that
left hand side today,
fluidity.
Casemiro went to the touchline. If you guys
Yeah.
noticed, right? But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
And they are happy to not just let the one person just take charge, but they want to support each other. They just don't keep running down the gap because that's where the space is. They want to stay in touch with each other, play those 10-yard passes. Bruno then comes in, and there were times when Bruno was furthest ahead and Mbumo was left behind. They all just played off each other. Even when Mount plays, Mount is so Mount reminds me of Park Ji-sung. When Sir Alex goes into a midweek Champions League game, he would not go in without Park Ji-sung. And Mount seems that kind of a player, box to box. And there's a lot clicking, basically, to say all of that. And the defense, usually the movement was in fluid. Attackers press and the defense wouldn't push up either. And that gap is where everyone received the ball and bam, there's a transition against us. And they get a high percentage chance against us. But now, even though we've not played a constant back five or back three, there seems to be some kind of fluidity in the way, even the no-look passes, like someone mentioned there. And it's just amazing. The atmosphere in Old Trafford was amazing.
Also the thing is we essentially have if you think about it this way, we essentially play with 10 midfielders on the pitch.
Right.
Because every single one of them is sometimes in midfield, sometimes in attack, sometimes in defense.
Yeah.
There's so much interchanging with like slightly different profile of midfielders, right? And it's like, Casemiro will sometimes drop in the defense. Sometimes you'll see Dallo being the left winger and Cunha's at left wing back. And then, Cunha's at left center back and Shaw's the one who's at left wing back, right? So we have all this interchanging play that's really making it exciting for me. And that's what I'm telling you. Like I called this after the Sunderland game. I made that video after the Sunderland game where I said, I think we're going to get top 4 this season. And so many people were calling me crazy because they're like, what do you mean? Because what I did was I went back to the last 6 seasons and I looked at the teams that after 6 games or whatever it was at that point, were at near the top of the league for XG, right? And consistently, those same teams were also at the top of the league at the end of the season, right? In terms of the points they won. So when you make that comparison and you look at where we were at the top of the league, and we had never been at the top of the league, even in those seasons when we finished second under Mourinho, under Oli, we finished third under Ten Hag. We were never at the top of the league for XG. So we were doing something we've never done before. And every other team that was the top of the league for XG went on and finished in the top 4. So why can't we do that? And looks like my prediction was, better than it looks now.
Would you, before the game, let's say Brighton just showed up and were at their levels as well, would you have settled for a draw today?
That's a tough question to answer, and I'll tell you why. Because I think I would have still been gutted a little bit for a draw, unless Brighton played through the skin of their teeth and had like one of the best performances at Old Trafford. Because listen, you would agree that was one of our best performances under Amram, right?
Yeah.
Especially because it comes on the back of Liverpool and we didn't let our standards drop. So
Yeah.
if that is one of the best performances that we can have after in such a big game, then Brighton would have had to do something special, or we make mistakes in the last 10 minutes to lose to draw that game. So that would be my point. It's how we draw the game. If it's like a end-to-end game and they're just doing something really amazing and one of their players is just having their best game of their lifetime, then I would say, okay, that considering where we were, considering what we had to do to come into that game, I'd be happy with a draw. But I said it in the preview as well. I said, I don't want to draw. I want us to go win this game. And I thought that would have been disappointing. So I'm so happy we don't have to talk about that, though, because we freaking did it.
I mean, going into the game, I wanted us to win, put no handbrakes on the momentum that we're starting to build now. But in case Brighton showed up, and I would be happy with a draw if we showed performance and patterns of play and partnerships developing across the pitch. And we saw all of that, and we got points as well. Like, I remember Klopp coming in, and Mane, Salah, and Firmino was it, and Coutinho in midfield, they clicked, even though they were shipping goals the other end. There were patterns developing, and I can see patterns. All of us can see it all over the pitch. it's just a bummer. We started with some sick results like Grimsby and Fulham and Arsenal. Even
Because if we, honestly, even if we don't lose against Grimsby, I think the season, the pressure on Amram is less than it is. But honestly, you know what I'm saying though? Bring all the pressure, man. I want to play Man City every game every week. I want to play the toughest teams every week because I want us to go through every challenge we possibly have and win. And that's what I was saying in the Brighton preview. I was like, let us go a goal down and come back and win this 4-1 or something like that.
Absolutely.
Right? And it wasn't quite like that, but we won 4-2, and that was a big statement win. But anyways, Rishi's question here. Yeah. Are you like, did you spend any time in Australia and New Zealand? I'm trying to figure out the accent.
Yes, I did. I was there for a while there as a student. And
which one is it? Is it Australia or New Zealand?
Australia, yeah.
Nice.
And today, all of my teams have been winning, so it's been a great day. I had a good feeling about today. And I was screaming at the top of my lungs, and my dog started howling, and that's a good sign to me. They were like shushing me. They were just happy to join in the excitement because they've never seen United win, or they've never seen a United fan just go ridiculously nuts.
And not angry because they can tell the emotion, right? That you were just excited.
I reckon so.
Yeah. Where are you from in India, by the way? Which city in India?
I live in Chennai now. That's where I'm based out of. But man of the match for me. So many positives. Even Chesko, just his first touch after Lukaku. Oh man, his first touch.
He got an assist, by the way. So that must have been from the Mbumo goal, right? Someone put in the chat.
So many
Chesko was for the Mbumo goal. Yeah.
And there were so many half turns from so many players, and they were able to fluidly connect. It was impressive.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it's Cunha there. Just worked his socks off. And
nice.
It reminded me of Rooney, shades of Rooney there. Just to bring that fighter to the pitch. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Let's go, man. All right, Vic, you smashed it, dude. Thank you so much for calling, and please do call in again. Like I said, we're live on Mondays, Thursdays, and every match day. And I love listening to you guys because listen, I'm not making money or anything from these calls. I just love talking to you guys because that gives me the energy to keep going, right? So I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yeah, a couple of things that I also subscribe the Amateur Manager, learning football tactics and things like that. So the emails you've been sending, I've been trying to watch games and make sense of things like that and see things the manager way. And also, if there's one thing we could bring back to Old Trafford, I really wish we brought back the believe sign in the seats that we used to have at the Stratford end, I guess. I can feel it. It's brewing. All right. You have a good one.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. That was Vic, guys. Smash a like on the video for Vic. And we'll bring in the panel now. Looks like Oven is staring at the ceiling. Okay, he's not anymore. Let's bring in Marcus, Rishi, Oven, and Brian. Boys, how we doing? Marcus, I'm going to give you the first chance to go because you haven't been on for a while. You're muted, though. You're muted, Marcus. You need to wait.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Am I muted now? I watched the game from my iPad at work. I just recently got back, and I kind of watched it, and I was like, "Yeah, this is what was going to happen. Why was everyone so panicked? Like, I could see this coming months and months and months ago. It was like coming together." What I'm not going to do is gloat, because why should we? We're winning now. Like, I'm not going to go to all those people like, "Hey, we're out," and go, "See, I told you. You know, like, why bother wasting energy? The energy's on the pitch right now, and that's where I want to see it. And honestly, Cunha, as far as I'm concerned, I watched him a few times defensively for Delo, and he was outstanding, and I was so happy he got his goal. I was just absolutely thrilled for him. That's performance in what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? Solid, all through. Great game. I can't wait to rewatch it on the big screen.
Absolutely. Well, I couldn't have said it better, but I want to throw it over to Brian here because he wasn't here earlier on the stream. Brian, give us your thoughts on the game.
Hold on. As expected, I'd say. I was optimistic yesterday, but as expected. I was hoping the
Let's go.
5 would come because I'd be on point, but that Mbumo goal, the second Mbumo goal, that was like, man, I just love seeing that man play. He's just relentless. The way he runs, the way he presses, he's just was relentless. I love watching Mbumo play.
I'm just gonna stop you there for a second, Brian, because Marcus is talking about not gloating. I just wanna appreciate this pose right here from this man. Apparently, best coach in the Premier League. Apparently, we teams need to release their team sheet to him like 48 hours in advance. And the post I got this from actually says top post. I don't know why it didn't come up here, but the Premier League hasn't been the same since this man hit this pose. And penny for his thoughts as Liverpool are losing 2-1 at halftime to Brentford away. We got so much shit, right, for being so crap that we lost to Brentford. In fact, guys, Jamie Carragher said that Amram should be sacked after we lost 3-1 to Brentford, which, by the way, the last goal against us was pretty much Binder just letting it into the net, right? So let's just say we were also 2-1 losing to Brentford. And what energy did we get from Speedy J over there to call for Amram getting sacked? And what is he going to say after Liverpool's 4th Premier League loss in a row? I want to hear that. But anyways, let's just admire this as Brian continues his.
I want to ask everyone, why do we listen to Spitty J? A man looks like he got his head kicked in by 2 horses at the same time, and he also talks like it.
Oh dear.
Just pull up his picture, Andy. Just pull up Spitty J's picture, and everyone will see exactly what I mean.
I need this to Rishi. The key to making good barbecue is letting your meat marinate. Right, so let this marinate for a few minutes with everybody that's watching, and I'll pull in Spady J next. But Brian, please continue.
Right, so I love the overall performance of the team. Ahmad and Mbumo especially are clicking very well. I really saw what Dalot had to offer, even though there were times where he turned off a bit. But I really saw what he offered in experience and his interchangeability. So you could see him playing in the left 10, you could see him playing at wing back, you could see him playing at center back. It was very good from Dalo. Delic was just doing Delic things. I'm not surprised by what Delic's doing. I'm just glad he's consistent and I love it. I'm there for it. I'm really there for it. Bruno stood up. The midfield really showed that it is possible to play with 2 in there, and the 2 without legs can run again, especially if there's confidence in the team. And I really love the performance overall. I'm a bit gutted for Sesko. I really wanted him to get his goal, but
he got an assist though. He got a goal contribution.
Right. I'm not sure if you call it a Cruyff turn, but he did still play the ball through to Mbumo. So not many strikers can do that. Let's be very honest with ourselves. But overall, good team play. The game really fell off after the subs. I think Menu and Xerxes was a bit rusty. So the team performance overall fell off. But as a unit, we were very cohesive.
Brian, you're bringing the energy down, bro. I want to see some intensity. I've been live for 90 minutes, bro. I can't have more energy than you. Tell me who your man of the match was and say it with your chest.
Andy, I just wanna point out that the graphic on screen right now is wrong. Won 0 league titles with Liverpool. No, he won 0 league titles with Liverpool. Because we have some people in our club who won double-digit titles, right? So the graphic has to have 2 digits. He's won 0 league titles with Liverpool.
Yeah. He is successfully.
He's such a great pundit that he's sitting next to Scholes and he's saying that you've won 6 or 7 Premier League titles. You don't even know how many Premier League titles your co-host has won. Like, come on.
Yeah, and he's been more successful spitting at children.
Probably stop counting after 5 and 6.
No,
Scholes probably stopped counting after 5 and 6.
He's had more success spitting at children than winning league titles, guys. So let's just be real with that.
And Scholes has won more league titles after retirement than Carragher won while he was playing. Scholes came back from retirement and won a league title, and this dude, he didn't win a single one.
Yeah. But yeah, so Brian, who's your man of the match, bro? Let me hear some man of the match talks.
Mr. Nonchalant himself, Mr. Mbeumo, has to be. Mr. Nonchalant himself. His 42nd gun was like, what? Do something about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, we
So true.
haven't spoken enough about his celebration after scoring against Liverpool, dude. He's just standing in front of the comments.
Please. Yes, we have to get back to that. I wanted to also speak about it. It was the
Yeah,
exact
go on, Awad.
celebration when Salah did when he scored against us at
The final game.
yes,
Old Trafford.
exactly.
At Old Trafford, yeah.
Exact same celebration, and this is why I love that celebration. Exactly when he did it, I was like, why is he doing it? And then I remembered it was Salah's celebration at against United, and I was like,
Also, can we have a moment of silence for Salah's career, because apparently you lose to United at Anfield and you get dropped from the team. So that's
and they walk alone, because everyone's abandoned Salah. All the Scouse bastards, they abandoned Salah, man. Yeah, he's working alone.
They have to give up their song, "You'll Never Walk Alone." You'll always walk alone with that club now.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
just become Moments FC.
Listen, even as much as I think Slot is a banter coach and all that, he did win you the league, and people are talking about Slot being out as well. Like, how can you be more reactionary when United
I don't
are down in
care.
the dumps?
I want them to sack Slot, because I want this turmoil in their club, because this is how a good club acts. You stick with a manager who's playing well, who has values, who has a structure, who has a vision.
Yeah.
And you get the players for the system. You get the players who are good players, not only just for the system, but just who are good players, who will adapt, who will change, who are ready, who will change the game in moments like Cunha. Oh my God, what a game today! It is better performance than Liverpool. I'm just gassed. I'm just so totally gassed.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I'm a little jealous of everybody watching this, because you're gonna go to get to enjoy other content while I'm making the content for the next 10 hours. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow, because I get to watch some of that shit. I get to watch Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher's face as Loserpool lose this weekend, right? Hopefully, inshallah. Right?
Careful. Be careful. Be careful. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
What do you? No,
don't jinx the game.
Don't jinx it for Brentford.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? Okay,
already. Yeah.
Well, there's still losers.
Regardless.
I just wish Liverpool
exactly
loses.
This is exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. Like this type of game, you could see it in the after. Towards the end of last season, you see little things just taking shape, and at the beginning of the season, you could see those little things taking better shape, and then it's this game, by the way, I think was more important than beating Liverpool. This game was so important because we beat Liverpool, and if we'd gone and then had a loss like we have done in the past in the next game, Brentford after City, wasn't that the after City? It was Brentford. This was a. I'm not going to say watershed. Well, it may be, but this was such an important win for the confidence that's growing in the team, for the fan base to shut their effing mouths about what they think is going on, but don't realize what is actually going on. This was a great game, and it was an absolute 90-minute performance.
Yeah, great shout, Marcus. Absolutely. Rishi, I see you flexing your new mic, bro. Let's bring it a little bit closer to your mouth. Actually, I think that might be better.
That's what he said. Sorry.
Yeah, Rishi was missing a good mic.
Marcus,
Good job,
he's
buddy.
my brother, bro. You can't say that after I'm talking to my brother on stream.
I realize that.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Rishi.
Listen,
tell us.
I'm gonna go. I had a really long day at work today. I gotta take out.
Yeah.
I want to watch the game again. Gentlemen, can I say a thing? We're gonna win the league. Gonna win the league. Okay, maybe a bit ahead of myself. Have a great
day. All right, see you, Marcus.
Cheers.
Rishi, can't hear you, bro. Your voice is completely cut out. I spoke too soon about the mic, guys. Someone else pick it up.
I think he need to get out and come back in again.
Yeah, I think you might need to rejoin the stream. Figure out your thing. Yeah, cool.
Bruno. He's supporting like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. He goes right. He's a Portuguese magnifico.
Guys, I want to.
Bruno.
Yeah, I've gotten all your thoughts right. I want to talk about. I want to talk about a player that we haven't talked about today, and that's Lenny Yoro. How good was he?
Oh, yeah.
The fact he, let's say the center back is probably after the goalkeeper is the position that if you're not talking about them, they probably had a good game, right? And Yoro had such a assured game. He didn't make any mistakes on the ball. Right on the right hand side, he had a bit more. He always has a bit more defensive work to do. Whoever plays on the right, because Ahmad is going forward a bit more, right? Than our left hand side does.
He's one of the more attacking winger back there.
Yeah, exactly. So our right hand side of the pitch does a lot more attacking, which means Yoro has to cover a lot more. And he was so assured on the ball.
Exactly, he was
so fast. And what I like about this back three today is it is the most complete version of Amarim's system that we have in our team, because Luke Shaw is essentially a left wing back or left back that's playing as left center back. Yoro is somebody that could play as a right back. He reminds me a lot of Jules Koundé, actually, right? Jules Koundé at Barcelona plays right back, but he's actually a center back who's playing there, right? And that means he's good defensively, he's good going forward, and he can make things happen. And Yoro,
he's a better Koundé though.
Sure.
Koundé,
but I'm saying
Koundé is just player, he's just prone to errors. I think he makes too many.
Yeah, sure. But I'm just saying, Jules Koundé is a French center back who's like 6 feet tall, who's playing right back, and Yoro is also a French center back who's playing, kind of right center back and can play right back. I think Yoro had a great game today, and Ayush says, all three center backs were good today. I found this channel from the Athletic Video, Quality Video, and channel. Big up to you, Andy. Absolutely, man. Honestly. That doesn't happen unless you guys show your support, because the kind of things that happen from that video, man, I feel like the last week has been a full year for me, because I've gained like 8,000 subscribers since that video dropped, or 7,000 subscribers or something. I've got a shout out from Shetford Paddock. Statman Dave was on that video. And then the Reddit takedown that happened. So lots of crazy stuff happened, and that doesn't happen without you guys. Right. And that doesn't happen with Brian coming on like my first call-in show, like, I don't know what, 3 weeks ago. He was there on my first or second call-in show. Right. That doesn't happen with support from Oven. So without you guys, it doesn't happen. And I really appreciate that. And look at this. We're an hour and 42 minutes in and 71 people are still watching. Right. And if you told me that like 4 weeks ago, I would have never believed it. So awesome work, guys.
Well, you're doing a great job. I mean, I've been watching you for a long time. I've always been waiting for some type of content which wasn't, just I don't know, what is that, copium or whatever, reactionary, the moment FC always, because, all this thing about United View, they're all just scared because they have to go on to other fan channels, and because they have to get, they will get,
bantered.
They'll get bantered on the other show. So that's what they're worried about. And that's what that's the single day. That's the day when I said, okay, I am unsubscribing, because this is what the reason was like. This is what KG said on one of the shows. He's like, you guys realize I have to go on this channel and they are going to roast me. I'm like, dude, we lost the game. There are bigger issues than you getting roasted on some channel. So thank you for this channel, and keep up the great work. On the defense, our defense is really
I
good.
just want to point out, guys, if you're watching live and you haven't subscribed, I'm 9 subscribers away from 40,000. Please make it happen. Let's
Can we make it happen live, guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
Go grab
come
your
on,
mom's
guys, come
phone.
on.
Go grab your wife's phone and just hit subscribe. Okay, let's make it happen.
It's 40 with an edge, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, it's gonna be 40 with an edge. I see what you did there.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
the 40 is on
silent
the edge. The
assassin.
40 is on the edge. The 40 is on the edge.
Yeah, we're on the edge of our seats. So many jokes right here. But
Yeah, so
Protostar
many
has
fun.
Euro's
already subscribed.
performance, though.
Yeah.
Euro's performance was very well, and he covered the space a lot, especially because Billy stepped all the way up the field, marking Welbeck. So Euro marked his space a lot. Closed down Minte to the point where they had to put him on the right hand side. So he did his job very well. His passing game was good. Didn't look shaky. Stepped up when he needed to, and he covered his zone. His heading was great. I loved seeing him get up for the ball. He's not a short guy, and he's commanding. He's quick. Not really what we can say about our defenders over the past few years, because we've always struggled with fast attackers. So I'm really appreciative of Euro's game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your was
Wasn't
great.
the first goal the interception from Dilip? The first goal? Or am I
I honestly
mistaken?
I can't even remember the first goal now. Cunha goal, right? No, that was we were pretty high up the pitch already, weren't we?
Yes, it was Sesko.
Yeah.
Wait, before Sesko, it was Sesko's lob to Bruno. Bruno's lob back to Casemiro. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, anyways. But I think Delic had a great game, and the back three is set for me. I mean, our defense. If you think the center back is Delic and Maguire, the right center back is between Mazraoui and Euro. Left center back is between Licha and Shaw.
Yeah.
That's Aiden Heaven as cover. On the left side, this our only problematic area right now I see first and foremost is our left wing back, and we need also a defensive CDM, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
No,
while
I
we are
agree.
on center backs, I just want to, sorry, Andy, I just want to touch upon Delict once again. You remember when they signed him? What was the narrative in the media and from the opposition
Yeah,
fans?
so true.
Oh, he's
Oh
a
my
reject
God.
from Bayern.
Yeah.
He's a reject from
Paul
Juve,
Scholes. It was
right?
Paul Scholes that was talking shit
Yeah.
about him.
And not only
By
that,
the way, these
people
pundits
also
better
said,
watch out, because I might just make a video. I'm just telling you. I might just do it. United pundits, you better watch out. But yeah, Rishi, go ahead.
Yeah. And there's so much crap thrown on him before he even kicked the ball for United. They said he hasn't cut it at the top teams. They said that he's a chunky lad. Who was it who said he's chunky? Was it one of these top? Yeah, on Delict, someone said he was
Bro,
chunky.
he's the
I think it
most
was Graham
ripped-
Souness
He's the most
or
ripped big guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it was Graham Souness.
Yeah.
It was Graham
Steady
Souness.
Eddie.
Yeah.
it was Graham
Yeah.
Souness. He said he's too chunky, and yeah, like people just hurling shit at him. And actually, you know what I actually think of Delict? I think he's a center back and a half, because he pops up in all those places where we're in trouble, right? He anticipates where the game is, and he's mopping up the game, like he's mopping up the ball. He's made those last ditch tackles on the goal line, right? He's thundered into the winger at the touch line, right? When the guy who's supposed to mark him has lost him. Delict is everywhere, and people don't give him any credit for Souness called him a lightweight, but someone did say that that Delict he has weight issues, and that's why the top teams didn't go in for him. Like
Speaking of chunky guys, guess who Liverpool's best center back of all time is, and guess what he's famous for? It's twerking, right? Chunky people twerk, not lightweight center backs.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I'm well said, Avan. I think I'm very happy with our centre back situation. If there is to be any concern, it's that Licha and Shaw are both injury prone. That's my only concern. But I'm not concerned in 2026, because both those boys are going to be fit till before the World Cup. That's a guarantee, right? Like we have to thank Thomas Tuchel for ensuring Luke Shaw's good form, because he said that if you're not playing for your team,
by the
you're not
way,
making it to the
Luke
squad.
Shaw and Maguire are both going to the World Cup, guaranteed.
Yeah, they
Guaranteed,
absolutely
because
must. They have
you
to.
can't miss.
World Cup
Maguire has a
Euro
better
Shaw,
case than Luke Shaw.
To
Maguire
be
has a better
honest, guys,
yeah, he offers something. No, I'm not saying I want them to. I'm saying
yeah, I
they're going
know.
to be selected because Maguire is, first of all, like the most senior center back that they have available. He's now playing for United. He scored the goal at Anfield, and his heading ability, nobody has that in the England team, right? Nobody can score a header like he can score a header, and they're going to need some experienced people to go. If anything, you should drop Henderson and take Maguire and take Shaw over him, because Henderson doesn't have any legs. You think Casemiro doesn't have legs? Like, Henderson's been to what, Saudi, Ajax, and he's come back to the Premier League. So, anyways, just my 2 cents.
I think I think they shouldn't go for the England. I mean, just we have the AFCON to also worry with, and then if they get called up, that means they have to also. I mean, in the international break, they're going to be called up. They're going to be more injury prone, especially Luke Shaw. So, Thomas Tuchel, you have enough players. Just keep United. Let us just be like the old United. Like Fergie told people, you say you're
Fake
injured,
injury.
you're not. Yeah, fake injury. I don't care. I don't care for the England team. They're good. They're good without United players. Just concentrate on United.
Yeah, well, you can
We
take
have enough.
Rashford.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can take
yeah.
Rashford.
Please go take Rashford. Yes,
Take
please
Rashford.
take
Maybe Garnacho wants to change his passport and get selected for
Yeah.
England. Take him. Take them all. But anyways, guys.
I also
Yeah.
one thing I want to bring up for all those people who say that we play a low block and we play long balls, right? I want to talk about this team's
And
mentality
apparently
because
penalty for Liverpool, guys.
is for Liverpool or against Liverpool?
There's no against. Like, there's a check going on. I don't know if they gave it or not. Can someone tell me if the penalty was given?
Is anyone watching?
Oh, they
it
gave a
live?
penalty.
They gave a penalty.
Yeah, and I don't know who's gonna score it or who's gonna take it. But imagine
No. Who's
how
gonna score
pathetic.
it? Keep it. No. Who's gonna score it? Who's gonna score it?
Oh, it's
Henderson.
a fan on. Guess
hope
who?
it's-
Guess who?
Oh, they
fouled?
scored!
Guess
They
guess-
scored. 3-1 Brentford. Guess who? Let's go! Whoa.
Guys,
Let's
guys,
go.
guess
Wait.
who conceded the
Four
penalty?
losses in a row. 4 losses in a row in the Premier League. Like,
Premier
he
League, yeah.
has to be sacked, right? I mean, this is sacking form. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
guess who
Four in
conceded the
row.
penalty?
Sacking form. No ways.
Guess who
Absolutely,
conceded the penalty?
After nearly 500
Torres?
million spent in the summer window.
It was Twerkes. Twerkes conceded the penalty. You couldn't
It's
write
always
this.
Turkish. I was
My
speaking to a
God.
Chelsea fan today, and I was even asking him, "What is it about Sunderland, a newly promoted team? Right? It's just Sunderland, mate, right? Because everybody was saying it's just Sunderland, and we should have won the game. So what about you, Chelsea? What is it?
Yeah.
Now the tables turn, and nobody has anything to say about us.
Guys,
Exactly.
relax. It's only the 60th minute. They still have time to score. I mean,
Brentford,
to
yeah.
make it 4-1.
With
Yeah,
Brentford.
exactly.
Brentford could score.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'll be honest, guys. I'll be real honest, right? What has happened in, like, just focusing on my life in the last 7 or 8 days, right? The Athletic video comes out. We go and beat Liverpool, right? So it's a weekend where both we win and the Scousers lose. And then we release a bunch more videos that a bunch more people watch. Now we get to this weekend where we win again and Liverpool loses again. This couldn't be. Somebody needs to wake me up, because I clearly must be dreaming, right? We're getting consecutive
Mike,
weeks where not only we're winning, but the
not dreaming.
Scousers are losing. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he says slop system. I don't think that's a typo, by the way.
No, I mean, jokes apart. I mean, Slot has to realize he is a okay. I don't know. I don't want to be a party pooper right now, but that could be for another show. But yeah, let's go.
No, you're not
Liverpool.
pooping our party.
Liverpool.
You're shitting on the party next door.
No. I just wanted to say some good words about Slot, but I don't want to. I want him to be
yeah.
sacked. I want him to be sacked. Liverpool, you're gone before the sun comes out. You're gone before the sun comes out.
Yeah, you're sacked in the morning. You're sacked in the morning.
Yes, you're sacked in the morning.
This is for Spitty Carragher. Let's go, Spitty J. How you liking this week? We have we have 15 more people joining the stream after Liverpool conceded again. I love this. There's there was 60 people live before it was 3-1. Now there's 75. I love it. I love it.
People are coming back to get like the emotion. I mean, it's such a
Oh, by
pity.
the
I mean,
way,
you know,
by the way, I just saw the table. Liverpool have lost more games than us. They've
yes,
lost
they've
more
lost
games than us.
four
They
in a
lost more
row, bro.
games.
4 in a
The game,
row.
guys, the game's
Right.
not over yet. They could have a worse goal difference. So let's just stay patient. Their goal difference could get even worse. But
You know what?
seriously though,
Oh,
listen,
you know what would be better?
I haven't seen the goals. Hold on, I haven't seen the goals from Brentford, but this seems like a worse 3-1 than our 3-1. By the way, let's just be real with that, because we also lost away to Brentford, and the last goal that they scored was basically Bayern just letting it into the net. And let's be real, the first two goals as well, Bayern didn't do amazing. Like the second goal, he palmed it into Thiago's way. Right. So we're looking at them deserving to lose even worse against Brentford than against us. And I want to see Carragher. I'll be watching for that Gary Neville podcast. I want to see what Carragher says. Excuse me. I want to see his expert analysis on Monday Night Football about how the long throws are making Brentford win. And he won't say a peep about Arne Slot.
Wait, the first goal
I want to
was
see how well Slot explains the game. I want to see how well Slot explains the game.
Yeah, Avan, sorry, what are you saying?
Because
no, I just didn't see how the second goal was scored, because there wasn't. I mean, the first goal, the third goal, of course, was the penalty, but the first goal wasn't, a long direct ball. It was, I think, there was like even an intricate like a pass. I don't know, but I think Slot has to learn, or he's going to. I mean, Liverpool's going to suffer. I mean, especially the whole team have to come together. So, anyways, fuck them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's
Liverpool's
fine.
second
Okay, I don't
goal,
think the YouTube algorithm is paying attention 1 hour 55 minutes into the stream.
Brentford's
But
second
No,
goal
still,
was
it's your
Kevin De
stream,
Bruyne
so I have to
line
be
breaking
careful.
pass.
So.
yeah, for sure. Brentford have
The
played
first goal was a
phenomenal.
long throw. Yeah. The first goal was a long throw. The second goal was a line breaking pass from Damsgaard. So they're playing well. They
Yes.
exploited Liverpool's high line very well.
Also, a penny for Thomas the Frank Engine's thoughts, because your team has gotten better after you left, and your team has gotten better after we took your best player, right? How is it that the set piece coach that worked under Thomas the Frank Engine is now running the team and beating both United and Liverpool in or like 2 out of 3 games? And how is it, or 2 out of 4, whatever? How is it that he's gone to Spurs and he can't replicate any of this, right, with better players? Someone explain that.
It just proves a couple of points that Thomas Frank is shit, and the actual the guy who was actually running the show was the current manager for Brentford. So
exactly, it was the set piece coach, the long throws, right? Anyways, guys, we're almost approaching 2 hours in. I just want you guys to give your thoughts on this final topic, and we'll leave it there. Are we getting top 4 this season?
I told you already, we are.
If not
Brian
us, then
says,
who? That's my question. If not us, then who? Because Chelsea are 9th or 10th in the table, right? Cole Palmer is out for at least another 3 months. Spurs are going to be Spursy, right? I think Newcastle is a good shout because their underlying numbers
Rishi,
are
you're
way
missing
better than the performance.
you're missing the biggest team, which is Crystal Palace. You're also missing
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
Palace. No, I'm
right.
Yeah, I'm coming
Because
to
like
them.
like last season, we had United and Tottenham being like the 2 of the top 6 that were kind of not good enough. This season, it looks like it's going to be Tottenham and Liverpool. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that with my chest. And it could also be Chelsea, but at least 2 of them. 2 out of those 3.
Yeah. But you also got to remember that, you know how Forest were like right there till the last 3 or 4 game weeks, and then they fell off. Something similar is going to happen to either Bournemouth or Palace, because it's too much to sustain for a club that size, right? Because none of them has the experience of delivering when it comes to those crunch moments when the season's about to end. And okay, they don't have an owner like Marinakis who's going to storm onto the pitch, but it's going to be difficult. It's like it's difficult for them to sustain this for either Palace or for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think there's enough to be said that we could finish 4th. And let's remember, if the English teams do well in the league phase, even fifth place might be good enough. So I think
Yeah.
we are a good shout for fourth or fifth.
Okay, got it. Avan, your thoughts?
Well, I'm usually a very optimistic but a very realistic person in life. So I I know I know we're looking good. All I want from United this year is that we build on the team, that we don't, follow the media and, follow the or get on agendas and, call for Amarim out or this player out or this player in. Just, back the manager and, just go for it. And just keep improving. That's all. That's all I expect from United. And I secretly know that we're going to get some good places.
Okay, so give me a number though. I want to see where we're finishing from you.
Second.
Say it with your chest.
Second.
Damn.
Dude, the way you built that up, I thought you're gonna say we're gonna get relegated.
No, relegate. Not even last year I was worried about that.
No,
This
I'm
is
just joking.
United.
That came out of nowhere. Okay, second. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. I said this in a stream before, and that was after a loss, I think, or maybe after the Sunderland game. I mentioned how before the season started, I told Rishi that we were going to finish above Arsenal this season. I just have a feeling. And that looks like a crazy shout back then. It looks like a crazy shout now. And it will look like a crazy shout at the end of the season. But you know what? If we do it, I don't even know what I'm going to do, guys. I don't even know what I will do. I'm not even saying win the title. If we finish above Arsenal, that is, right? If Arsenal is third and we're second and maybe City wins the league again or something, that would be crazy. But anyways, Alvin, thanks for your shout. I'm going to give my shout, right? I think there's a lot of stuff about our underlying numbers that people are not realizing, right? I did some work yesterday. I was looking at it. Last season, we conceded 60.73 expected goals against in 38 games. And that was about 1.6 in terms of expected goals. This season, before this game, we were also at 1.6 expected goals against. So defensively, we've stayed the same. But in terms of our attack, we've gone from 1.5 XG per game to 2.06 XG per game. So we have almost a 35% improvement in our attacking form, and we've stayed the same defensively, right? So that's a big improvement. What I expect to see is that we'll become slightly better defensively and become even better offensively moving forward. And that's why we're finishing in the top 4 this season. Okay, guys.
For sure.
Great stream. We've been live for 2 hours. I need to go do this hate watch for the last 20 minutes and just enjoy. So everyone that's not watching, go like and subscribe to Liverpool's losing streak because they're not on YouTube, but you will see it on a TV.
You're gone by the morning. You're gone by the morning. You're gone by the morning.
Yeah, let's go. Great stream, guys. Thank you so much for your support, and it means a ton to me, and we'll see you guys on the next one. The video from today's game is coming out in about 10 to 12 hours, so stay tuned for that. Brian, I know you're going to be watching at 2 a.m., so let's go. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Glory, Man United. All right. Peace out, brothers. Guys, honestly, great stream today. You guys give me so much energy to keep going, man. You don't know how much this means to me. And yeah, I love you guys. See you later. Peace out.